What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Good XY Big Z back in the building, man. Listen, if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, violate that like button for your boy. You already know what it is. If you want extra perks from this channel, please join the membership. Just got to hit that join button on the bottom, and then you can join the membership, man. You get access to videos first, you get priority replies, and you get to join in on the member-only lives, man. So make sure you jump in and show some support. Now, let's talk about Timbaland, man. I saw this thing pop up, and it was Timbaland announces he's working with an AI artist.
What the hell?
Y'all already know AI is kind of taking over shit all over the place, man. AI is getting pretty crazy. I think there's a lot of complications that could come with this. I also think that Timbaland is trying to corner this market and capitalize on it and make as much money from it because he knows what's coming. And while we could sit here and have all our eyes on Timbaland about it, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who's already trying to do this. So if it ain't gonna be Timbaland, it's gonna be somebody else. Let's keep it honest. It's gonna be somebody who don't give a shit about music, period. You know, it's just that Timbaland kind of, you know, has a little bit, some influence in the game. He's a legend in the game. So coming from him is very disappointing to see it. But it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if somebody says, Timbaland, don't do this, whatever, Timbaland, stop. Somebody else is gonna do it. We are in a society that's driven by profit, and people will only see profit and they will say, fuck the art. I'm telling y'all. Now, this goes on to say Timbaland has announced that he is now working with AI artists that aren't actually real. The iconic producer has launched Stage Zero, an AI-focused entertainment company that comes as a result of him experimenting with the AI program Sono. Now, he's been working with this AI program called Sono, and apparently as an artist, Timbaland revealed that the artist has signed the first ever AI artist who is being called Tata. Now, when you think about what would push somebody to do something like this, we're talking about having an artist that is AI generated that you can get to make music, sing, whatever the case may be. You don't have to pay that artist any royalty. You don't have to pay anything to that artist. Now, I don't know if this means, because I know they do this AI thing by having like certain tracks demoed, like you insert demos of singing into it and then it goes off of those references. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. So I don't know if people that submit their demos are credited, compensated, or whatever the case. But even then, I think the biggest issue here is it's the art that you're playing with, right? Now you're having computer generated songs that sound like song perfected, but not by real people. So now you lack the personality in music, right? And I think this is a dangerous place to go. I just feel like it's dangerous because once you step into this, it's almost like there's no turning back. And with Timbaland talking about it the way he's talking about it, I think it invites other people to jump into this and create havoc. Now, let's go to this video real quick. I want to watch this video. Shout out to this guy. Seems like an up-and-coming YouTuber, James Penley. He did this video on Timbaland. I didn't watch it in full, so let's go through it.
Timbaland just announced that he's signing an AI artist. He's been getting a ton of backlash on social media about this already. So the first thing we kind of have to talk about is, what does it mean to sign an AI artist? Obviously, we're not talking about the way we sign regular artists because they're not going to be paying this AI person. This person doesn't exist, right?
Telling y'all, that's what I think is the biggest piece of this and why people are so intrigued. Because we already see how artists are treated, right? We see how artists are treated with streaming. You know, artists get pennies, you know, when it comes to that stuff. Like, the people at the top are the ones that are eating in this business. You know what I mean? So it seems like it's always been the goal to pay artists less and get more material, right? Get more content, get more product. How can we get more content and more product at a faster clip and pay niggas less, or essentially not pay them at all? That's what it looks like to me.
This is Timbaland's weird way of just saying, hey, I'm going to start AI generating lyrics onto my beats and releasing them onto streaming services, which is insanely weird already. But let's not pretend that this isn't already happening, especially with lo-fi and jazz music. There's already AI artists out there on Spotify making money from just prompting into a song.
That's crazy. This is what I'm talking about. If Timbaland don't do it, it's gonna be done. So it's almost like it doesn't matter if it's Timbaland, somebody will do it, and this is where things are headed, and it's scary for music.
Some of the backlash he's getting. After a lot of the comments he was getting was really negative, he decided to AI generate and post this video.
Ruining music. Whatever. Go ahead and cry me a river, since Timbo Stamp is on that too.
Y'all crying about AI taking your spot, but your songs barely mix. Why would we train it on that?
So weird.
Man, y'all scared of AI, but record every hook in Melodyne.
Auto-tune is AI, baby. Y'all just didn't complain till it started writing better hooks than you. Timbo ain't the villain. He just not babysitting y'all no more. You want opportunity, but ain't got output.
You worried about AI stealing your sound? Bro, you ain't got one.
Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I see how you trying to spin this shit. We talk about auto-tune. Listen, man, we can say whatever we want about auto-tune. You still got to sing into that motherfucking mic, bro. What are we talking about, bro? You still got to get in that booth and say something. So I get you trying to like spin it to a point where you trying to say, well, y'all ain't doing this. Y'all shit barely mixed. Like, that's not the point, man. The point is, let's be honest here. This is going to be a money grab. We talking about creating records without artists. Now you're not paying artists. You're producing and then you're throwing some AI artists on it and generating that. That's insane. So I feel like you could kind of miss me with all the like, you know, auto-tune. What about auto-tune? What about mixing? What about this and that? Records aren't. I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. At the end of the day, you're taking away the personality. You're taking away the true meaning of music, bro. It's a form of expression, and now if you have it within some AI algo, like it's weird. It's super weird, and it's super weird coming from somebody who Timbaland, who music saved a lot of these motherfuckers' lives, bro. Music is what made you. So it's just weird, man, to see that angle, and it just lacks like awareness to me, man, honestly. But let's hear some more.
Alice, this motherfucker made the best beats of the 2000s, and now he got to talk into some AI shit by some tech bros with his last 2 brain cells. He's getting, you know, really sold on this. My main thing is, why have we not heard any of the music yet? Like, if you're feeling very confident about introducing a new genre of AI pop music, let's hear it. Put it on streaming services and let's see how it does, you know? Why are we...
And I think that right there is going to be the true testament of it. That's going to be where it's going to be make or break. Because I think the opposite will happen. I think people are going to hear tracks that they know is AI, and they're going to be completely against it. I think there's a huge difference when you hear a song from an artist that you see on TV, an artist that you see in interviews, an artist that you see talk about how they came up, that talk about their music careers, that talks about things that go on in their lives. I think people are downplaying how connected people are with artists' lives. Like, artists sometimes connect with people because they can relate to what that artist has been through. How the fuck you gonna relate to AI? How you gonna relate to an AI artist? You gonna auto-generate their story? Like, come on, man. What are we talking about? And I think that's where it's gonna have some pushback, because I think people are gonna see that and people are gonna be like, man, this is another AI track. I ain't fucking with this shit. Even on YouTube, right? There was a specific time where there was so much auto-generated like video. You ever see those videos where you could tell like the voiceover is like auto-generated? I feel like people hear that now. Before it was like a big thing. It was like, oh, you know, this and this, that. Now people know what an AI-generated voiceover sounds like. And I feel like a lot of people click off as soon as they feel like it's an AI-generated voiceover. So I think people are gonna push back on it, and once you lose consumers, that's where it starts to click for people. So now you gotta go back and chase actual artists, right?
We not releasing the music that you're talking about. I think the reason is probably pretty simple. It's probably not fantastic. It's not innovative. It's not gonna like be a impressive body of work. It's gonna sound like AI slop. But on top of that, it has to have some sort of copyright issue. There's no way you can copyright any of the songs he releases using AI. Like, I own it just as much as he owns it if he puts it up, right? Because he just generated it. I don't know how the copyright laws...
It says Spotify permits some AI-generated content, but strict guidelines apply. Spotify CEO Daniel Ek clarified in a BBC interview that AI-powered tools like Auto-Tune and studio sound, which enhance audio quality, are allowed. However, AI-generated music that impersonates art is strictly prohibited. Okay.
Are going to work with in terms of AI-generated music.
Why is everybody getting so upset? Not even upset, like getting all crazy on Timbaland because he announced that he's going to have an AI artist. Hey, think about it. He's being creative. He's thinking outside the box. A lot of us are artists and we're talented, right?
Creative? I'm sorry.
For real, yo, creative is a crazy word to use. How much you got paid? Tell us, man. What's in the bag?
Sorry, what?
He's an artist too. Think about it. Outside of him being a producer, he's an artist. So if he can create art that can make more money for him in his way, then let him do it. If you're a songwriter, if you are a rapper, anything like that, an entertainer, you guys know we're human beings. You're always going to need that human to human experience.
And you know what? This is the ignorance of people, man. You say that shit now. You say that shit now. And then years later, everybody's crying because you're making music, but everybody's like, yo, we want that perfect AI shit. Where the perfect AI shit, man? Yo, nah, you trying to come sing on this hook? Nah, we good, yo. We gonna just generate that shit because we ain't gotta pay them niggas nothing. We gonna just generate it.
Of course, nobody's saying that Timbaland's AI artist is gonna take over the industry. What are we gonna? We're gonna get an interview with this AI artist. We're gonna get to know their personality. We're gonna see them in live shows.
Exactly.
It's just gonna be slop. He also posted this the other day. I know I'm trolling, but let's have a real conversation. I love my independent artists. This doesn't mean I'm not working with real artists anymore, and I don't train AI off y'all's music. You're not training AI off of people's music, but these companies are,
Exactly.
obviously. Like,
It's that blissful ignorance, bro. It's like you really don't think that these companies are watching this and looking at this like, yo, this the money grab here. It's like, yo, people always do shit like this. You create a monster and you walk away. These companies are going to be invested in this because they see profit. They see an opportunity where they can make music without the artist. Like in a game where the artists already are getting fed pennies. Like, what are we talking about, man?
they're just ripping songs offline and training the AI, and we'll never fully know. Why would you want to do this? Think about all the reasons why. I can only think of one logical reason. Like trying to make these songs and have 100% ownership of the masters, of the publishing and all that, and not having to split the pie. I like how he gave her a name too.
They call it Tata.
Tata. He gave her the name Tata. Is crazy. In a nightmarish scenario for music and musicians with Suno's tech on the board, the labels could then conceivably generate and sell music without the need for any artists, musicians, engineers, or producers at all. I'm personally not worried about this, even though Timbaland's like all of a sudden really trying to get this off the ground, because there's gonna be a ceiling for these guys in terms of their careers. Nah, there's no way YouTubers can be bigger than actors, and now they're the biggest stars in the world. Tata's debut single with an album to follow is coming soon.
It's crazy.
There's a difference between YouTubers becoming huge, YouTube shows and Twitch streamers becoming huge, because they're real people. There's a big difference between this and an AI generated person. Dude, nobody can own Tata's sound. It's a robot. I could go into Suno right now and generate Tata's sound whenever this music becomes released. And what are you going to do when millions of people can generate the same shit that you're generating, Timbaland?
I can see that logic. I just don't know. I always feel like there's some type of loophole in there. There's some type of way, some way. I feel like they will be able to copyright the sound. I don't know. I don't know the legal ramifications. I don't know. But I feel like there's somehow, some way that they will be able to do that. Because I don't think they jump into an idea like this unless they know that they can do that. So, I don't know.
Is it gonna be cool like that? People are like, whoa, we gotta check out the new Tata album. Oh wait, Tata's released 700 singles today. Because any bozo that can type up a good enough prompt, which by the way, that's not a skill set, it's not a craft to be able to prompt. It's like, do you have basic comprehension skills of how to describe something? If you have basic reading and writing skills, you can write a good enough prompt with enough time. I wonder if anybody already took the Tata page. Oh, there is a guy that's on here named Tata. What are they gonna do about that? Is this guy's page gonna get nuked? He doesn't know. He doesn't know about the AI Tata that's coming for his spot, bro.
Not Tata versus Tata. Yo, that's crazy.
Well, I'm gonna make another video about this as soon as the song comes out. I can't wait for the song to come out, because with the amount of backlash that he's getting, if this song isn't fantastic, it's over. Like he gets, I think, one shot at this, because people are already hating it, and maybe if the song's good enough, people will be like, wait, this is actually kind of hard, I'll listen to it, which I still don't even think would happen if the song was decent. But if the song's good enough, maybe some bozos will never even realize it. They'll think they're a fan of some chick that doesn't exist, which is really sad.
That's crazy, man. This is where Timbaland is at, yo. Timbaland is out here trying to push this AI music thing. And respectfully, dog, I'm gonna tell you, like, let that shit die out. I think I heard something of what it's supposed to sound like. Let me see if I can find it. This is only about, you know, doing something with the least amount of work and the least amount of time. This has been the start of a lot of fucking bad ideas. Like, we think about the food industry. The reason why the food industry is so up and we got such bad food is because we've gotten to the point where everybody wants to produce the most amount of food in the least amount of time with the least amount of hands possible. This is why you have like these factories where they're injecting bullshit because they want chickens that are bigger and they could sell for less. Now you don't gotta raise the chickens to be a certain size by putting all these hormones and all this shit in them to make them bigger and essentially sell them for more without doing the farm work that you need to get them to that level. It's sad. All right, there you go. So here go an example, I guess, of it.
You heard me say I want a female singer on this track. You went to Suno. Okay, let's hear it.
I like the production on it. But here's what I'm gonna say about this shit. I don't understand the fucking word that this fucking AI shit just said. This shit just speaking gibberish. Like, could y'all make out one word that this shit said? That just was blabbering shit. I didn't hear one word that I can repeat to y'all. But I don't know if maybe that wasn't the point. I don't know if maybe they just played this to kind of just get the melody and the cadence, and it just was like saying anything, something just harmonizing shit just to kind of get it. But if this is what we're gonna be looking forward to, man, this is scary because all it takes is for this shit to actually start saying words. Then it's like, how do you know that it's AI without actually telling people that it's AI? Now, obviously, if it's like Timbaland, Tata, the name of the song is something by Tata. You already know that the AI artist is named Tata. You already know that. But who's to say who is going to be able to figure out whether this shit is for real or not?
How did that thing know how to space? I don't think it's saying lyrics yet, right?
No, I think it's just tones.
Like
it's just tones.
So, okay, so it's just tones. So right now it's just tones. I don't know how old this video is, but this is essentially what they're trying to get to. This is essentially what they're trying to get at. And I think this is a terrible idea. Obviously, you know, artists are going to look at this sideways. Timbaland as a producer in this game, I don't know. He's championing this shit. But again, I think he's just trying to get ahead of what he thinks is coming. I don't like it. I think it's a terrible idea. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, man. I mean, we can only sit back, speculate, and watch and see what the first song sounds like. But I do think this is creating a monster that can get bigger, and this could hurt a lot of artists, man, as it catches on. Because all you got to do for a record exec is tell them we could generate this and we don't got to pay no artist. Or even for artists that are out there that can't sing for a lick of shit, but they can use AI and just be the face of it. You know what I mean? We're going to have a whole lot more Milli Vanilli type shits going on, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Listen, man, if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Violate that like button for your boy. Consider joining the membership, man. The membership got a couple of levels. You could just show some love to the channel. It helps me keep these videos going. Y'all already know what the deal is. It's your boy Goods. BigZoeTV. Let's go.
Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.